out of the wind inside here. And I'll get another part on the front clipped on here relatively shortly, but until bedtime, I like to see the fire right there. Doesn't get any better than this. I never thought I would be unironically dicing a shallot. Just doing a simple halibut salad with white wine cream sauce. Of course, it's not quite camping with Steve unless you're deglazing your pan-fried halibut pan with a little Pinot Grigio. Shallots. White wine vinegar. That one's still not even opened yet. Let it reduce. I'll let this cool down before I throw a bunch of cream in here. Got this spring mix with spinach in it. It's only half frozen, so that's pretty good. Oh, I don't know what any of this is. It's okay. Well, that's what I'm dealing with. I'm gonna put in some more familiar friends. You know. This is what I'm making myself eat tonight. These leaves look like something I would be weeding out of the garden, but they don't taste bad. The fish is delicious. Pretty successful night. Ate healthy, which is something new. And I'm gonna try to peg up the front of this tent here. Oh, got my thumb there a little bit. Blanket tent is incredibly cozy. Right out the door. The fire over there. And forest. Blankies everywhere. Really cozy. Wish I did this 35 years ago. This is amazing. Almost like blackout curtains. I'm not going to know exactly what time it is in the morning, but when I get up, we'll start the day and see what happens. Thanks for following along. Gonna shut this light off here and hit the hay. See you guys in the morning. Good morning. From now on, I'm camping in blanket forts. This is awesome. It's enough insulation that it keeps you pretty warm, keeps the sound down to a minimum. You still get that feeling of fresh air and crispness. This is thoroughly enjoyable. And yeah, you don't need much to go camping, just some blankets and a ratchet strap and some clothespins, really. I wouldn't do it in mosquito territory or if it's raining, but this was great. Look looks like there's some snow starting to fall, and just gonna cook some quick breakfast here. I was gonna cook a quick brunch and then pack up, but I think I'm gonna stay another night. The blanket fort held up great, and I have nothing to do today, so why not? Make it 2 nights instead of 1, as usual. And that gives me a chance to go through and organize the car, because it is so packed full of camping gear, you wouldn't believe it. Right on, the energy I need to tackle the day. I like when the syrup gets on the eggs. So I got all this gear to organize, and you may assume that the car is empty. No, my friends, the car is not empty. There is still more stuff in the car. But we're going to condense that. I've got all this camo netting, and it's not folded up. It's just kind of stuffed in a bag. That will get smaller. There's some random tent that I haven't used yet. Little folding stool. Hammock. Propane pizza oven. This is all just stuff in my car. Got this hunting blind that I hope to use in a stealth camping video. It's you know, super stealthy. If I need just a little bit of camo, if I'm somewhere borderline obvious, this could be good. Other stuff in the car as well. Another mattress and all the other cooking gear. So where to begin, right? This whole bunched up thing here, if it's properly folded, is this size. So that'll clear up some room. It has been an absolutely lazy day. It's actually quite relaxing. The campground's not quite deserted. I'm not the only one foolish enough to be out here in this weather. However, other people have proper campers and RVs and the like. So with all those pieces of camo netting, I think I'm going to have to get a compression bag for them, because they're so crinkled up that they're not going to fold properly. And I'll be going out next week after another video I have planned. And I'm going to be really going through and organizing the camper, trying to get stuff repaired, installing a new reverse camera on it so that I can reverse easily. With just one person, it's a little tricky to reverse a small trailer like that, especially when you don't know what you're doing, which I don't. So a little bit of practice and a camera should make that easier. There was a heavy snowfall warning issued this afternoon. I've been keeping an eye on the radar, and it doesn't look too serious. But they're saying that there could be 15 or more centimeters of snow. That could be in the neighborhood of 5 or 6 inches at worst. And not seeing it yet on the radar. I do have some C-clamps and other things I can use to reinforce the tent fortress if it comes down to that. I will tough it out, though. I think I can do this. Might take a lot of hunkering down, but we will see what happens with the weather. It's so far so good. The wind doesn't look too bad. I'm holding off on getting the fire going for this evening. I'm just going to cook some hot dogs tonight. Nice, relaxing, ordinary night where nothing goes wrong is the plan. I am 2 days into this blanket fort, and it's holding up a lot better than a lot of homemade structures I've made before. Good morning. Looks like a beautiful day out there, and I think it's time for me to get back to reality. I can only hide in my blanket fort for so long. I haven't seen a blanket of snow like this in a fortnight. Guess it's time to take down the blanket fort, though. How easy is it going to come down? What could be easier than this? Ta-da! So, of course, a shout out to the people who've donated to the blanket fund. Much appreciated. And yeah, this blanket I really like. It got pretty wet, but that's okay. Off to the laundromat, and that was to be expected. Does not surprise me. And yeah, I will keep this one because it's got a bunch of nature things on it. There's both black bears and grizzly bears on here, as well as canoes, leaves, trees, the whole bit. It's actually really a surprise that there was such an appropriate blanket sitting there in the thrift store. And yeah, the other one will get redonated, but this will be good for the camper and a nice memento of my blanket fort adventure. The nice thing about wet blankets is they pack up smaller. Ooh. Made it long enough to get through the night. So, nothing easier than that. Yeah, there's lots of room in here. Yeah, it was a great adventure. Wanted to do this for 40 years now, so I'm glad I finally did. And please try it yourselves. That was great. You don't need a whole lot to go camping, as long as it's not raining and there's not mosquitoes everywhere or snakes or anything like that. But in absolutely perfect prime conditions, that is a sensible shelter. So thank you guys for watching. Here's the awkward part. Please subscribe if you're interested in this type of thing. I'll keep it coming. And it's not always like this. It's different every week. I'll find something silly to camp in or somewhere silly to camp. That's just the name of the game in this stunt camping channel. So thank you all for watching. Thanks for the kind comments. And I'm going to see you later. Cheers.
To me, my X-Men. Don't miss the all-new X-Men '97, now streaming only on Disney+.